He deployed those words yesterday for the express purpose of putting pressure on me and Britain in relation to my values and principles on the future of Greenland. Mr. Speaker, I've made out my position on Greenland absolutely clear on Monday and a moment ago.
The Prime Minister just went full beast mode on Donald Trump over Greenland. Yes, Greenland, the frozen island that is suddenly the hottest geopolitical prize on the planet. We're talking pressure tactics, flip-flops, betrayal in the opposition ranks, and straight-up international bullying. This is explosive. And in a heated Parliament session, the Prime Minister just dropped a nuclear speech refusing to bend to Trump's demands. Let's roll the clip. Here it is.
President Trump deployed words on Chagos yesterday that were different to his previous words of welcome and support when I met him in the White House.
Back in 2019, Donald Trump shocked the world by saying he wanted to buy Greenland from Denmark, like it was a piece of real estate. People laughed, but he was dead serious. Fast forward to now in 2026, and the pressure is back on, but this time it is hitting Britain too. Why Britain? Because the UK has deep ties with Greenland through historical alliances, NATO, and shared interests in the Arctic. And
he deployed those words yesterday for the express purpose of putting pressure on me and Britain in relation to my values and principles on the future of Greenland.
Listen to this fire, Mr. Speaker. I made out my position on Greenland absolutely clear on Monday and a moment ago. President Trump deployed words on chaos yesterday that were different to his previous words of welcome and support. When I met him in the White House, he deployed those words yesterday for the express purpose of putting pressure on me and Britain in relation to my values and principles on the future of Greenland.
Mr. Speaker, he wants me to yield on my position, and I'm not going to do so. Given that that was his express purpose.
Mr. Speaker, he wants me to yield on my position, and I am not going to do so. Given that that was his express purpose.
I'm surprised the Leader of the Opposition has jumped on the bandwagon. I had understood her position. Mr. Speaker, I had understood her position to be that she supported the government's position on the future of Greenland. Now she appears to support words by President Trump to undermine the government's position on the future of Greenland. She's chosen naked opportunism over the national interest.
I am surprised the Leader of the Opposition has jumped on the bandwagon. I had understood her position, Mr. Speaker, I had understood her position to be that she supported the government's position on the future of Greenland. Now she appears to support words by President Trump to undermine the government's position on the future of Greenland. She has chosen naked opportunism over the national interest. Oh my God, that was straight flames. The Prime Minister just called Trump out by name and said his words were a deliberate power move to bully Britain into changing its stance on Greenland. He literally said Trump flipped from being all friendly in the White House to dropping chaotic pressure the very next day. And the PM is not having it. He flat out says, I am not yielding. My values, my principles, Britain's position stays rock solid, but hold up, the real knife twist comes at the end. He turns around and absolutely torches the opposition leader. He says she used to support the government's line on Greenland, but now she is siding with Trump's chaos just to score cheap political points. Naked opportunism over the national interest. That line is brutal. He is basically calling her a sellout in front of the entire country. This is not just a debate. This is political blood in the water. Think about it. Trump is using his influence to try and crack Britain's resolve. If the UK caves, it sets a dangerous precedent that big powers can just pressure smaller allies into giving up strategic ground. And the opposition jumping on Trump's bandwagon, that is next-level drama. They're putting party politics above the country's long-term interests. This is the kind of division that weakens nations when the world is watching. But don't take my word for it. Let's hear what Trump himself has been saying about Greenland lately. Trump has never really backed off the Greenland idea. He sees it as a massive business deal and a military win, control Greenland. And you control huge chunks of the Arctic, shipping routes open up, rare earth minerals for tech and weapons, military bases closer to Russia and China. It is chess on a global scale. But the UK Prime Minister is drawing a hard line. He is saying, no way are we letting pressure from across the Atlantic change our principles on Greenland's future. Whether it is about independence, resource rights, or keeping it out of one-power domination, Britain is standing firm, and that defiance is powerful. It shows the special relationship isn't a one-way street. Now, the opposition part is where it gets really juicy. The leader of the opposition was supposedly on board with the government's Greenland policy. But the second Trump speaks up, she flips to attack the PM. Why? Because she smells blood in the water and thinks she can use Trump's words to hurt the government politically. That is opportunism at its rawest. And the PM called it out perfectly, naked opportunism over the national interest. That phrase is going viral for a reason. This whole thing is bigger than one speech. It is about alliances cracking under pressure. It is about whether Britain will stand up to its biggest ally when the stakes are this high. And right now, the Prime Minister is looking like the guy with the spine of steel, while others are looking shaky. If this keeps escalating, we could see real diplomatic fallout, trade tensions, NATO stress, maybe even shifts in Arctic power. This Greenland drama is far from over, and it is only getting hotter. There you have it. The UK Parliament just delivered one of the most savage takedowns of Donald Trump we've seen in years, and the opposition got dragged right along with it. What do you think? Is the Prime Minister right to stand his ground, or is he risking the special relationship? Is the opposition playing smart politics, or just being opportunistic? Drop your hot takes in the comments below. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next political explosion. Share this video with anyone who loves this kind of drama. Thanks for watching, fam. Stay locked in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.